You know, I thought we played pretty hard tonight. You know, I thought we had a lot of good moments defensively. I just think there's a lot of moments where we are just a little bit late, a little bit caught off guard. And, you know, for our team, we're not the fastest team in the world, but we're big. You know, we got to be early. We got to anticipate. We got to put teams at a disadvantage. And, you know, we've been struggling to do that consistently. You know, we do it at times. I think we look great defensively, but, you know, too little, too late. Feels like our confidence is down a little bit. You know, we just have that stretch, you know, tonight, you know, it was tied or we had a lead and it disappeared and we're down, you know, 9, 10, 11 in a matter of minutes. And, you know, we couldn't climb back out of it. And it's just timely runs by the other team, timely plays. You know, Dwight makes a big block. It goes to Gallo. He nails a 3 in the last minute, you know. Just things like that, you know, we can't overcome right now. We can't get a break. We can't find a way to win a close game. And, you know, we just got to stick with it. We got to stick together. We got to not feel sorry for ourselves and keep fighting. It's frustrating. In some ways, I think we are getting better, but we got nothing to show for it. So, like I said, we can't feel sorry for ourselves, and we got to just keep fighting. I think that's what Mike means by just keep playing hard, and things will come around for us. You know, I think guys are down. You know, guys just, everyone's down and quiet, and you know, feel like we don't have the answers right now. But the answer is always just to stick with it. You know, you give yourself a chance if you stick with it. If you give up on things or you waver, you know, then you're asking for things to just topple on top of you. So, guys just got to keep fighting, keep our head up. You know, be able to have a little spark in the face of adversity and climb our way out.
You can't really, you know, as a player, you know, you don't really want to point out what the problem is because that's an excuse and that's pointing the finger. You know, before you can point out a problem, you always got to look at yourself first, you know. So, you know, if I tell you what the problem is, that means I'm pointing the finger. You got to look at yourself first, you know, before you can judge anything. So that's why I'd rather not, you know, say what it is. I'd rather look at the tape and judge myself.
I think with this team, you know, we've been a pretty loose bunch from the start, but I think kind of you know, hitting this low that we're hitting right now, hopefully that'll put us emotionally, you know, at the rock bottom of it, so you know, kind of get that edge and play with that desperation.